Oh man. Oh sheesh. Kitten caboodles. Now it's literally I'm sorry. Sliding, biting. What happened? Sliding. Oh, it's going to listen, man. Small businesses. Listen, man. You gotta supply the whole United States with that same small business plan that you have for that studded area, which is the $25,000 of small business loans. You can't just give it to what you think is going, it's prosperated through socially. You have to give it to everyone that has the opportunity to double that, or maybe even triple that. But like I said, go ahead, slide it. Go ahead. It's I wouldn't, how you say, jump into such a drastic move, but all things considered, it's already being done. Mm, mm, mm. And salute to like I said, man, Earth and its unwillingness to be controlled, which is, I seen something that you put on Earth, but then Earth wiped it away, man. Wiped it away. Because I said, man, you want more of something, but Earth had the same amount for dinosaurs and pre-extinct things before. I'm realizing Earth never changed. I mean, as far as what it is. And periodically, scientifically, I'm trying to figure out, where did you get that term, planets? But that's further into detail where I'm headed. But see, I think that I'm too far in that direction, which is trying to figure out the future of possibilities in an era of constant changes. So, continue with it on sliding, or Trump, because like I said, he want to say that the election was still rigged. Like I said, I'm no longer detailing my election terms. I'm just continuing forward on an axis called Earth. They called it Earth, but I think it's something more than that. At this point, I mean, from what it has made people want to do to it. Just like I said, I can't predict what a certain country would feel like at a certain moment, but some world leaders are upset at that feeling. Oh man, I don't want to cause temper tantrums between countries and things of that nature. What I want is equal opportunities for everything and everyone. Because everything and everyone is in a pandemic. So we can figure out what works, what doesn't, what's acceptable, what's not, and put it all in one giant juicy pot of the world. But like I said, I'm too far looking at this as a global. That's another thing. The words. I'm trying to get to addressing some of the words in a point where it can be stated in a way of understanding for everyone. But Like I said, 25,000 to the new. That's her proposal. 25,000 for small businesses. Take that loan. It's not a PPP loan. It's a loan for where she is at. You went ahead and wanted to play political balls. It's a pandemic. I'm trying to save lives. But within that process of saving lives, I realized the desperation of selfishness. You got to come together with that and figure out how you're going to pinpoint it for everyone to feel like they are helping. It's sad, man. Yeah, it's very sad to see the bickering and boasting amongst the crowds and things of that nature. Maybe we could change all of that with a little love and gratitude for the nigga-cratic president, man. Because like I said, this is a time unprecedented. And to act as if it's all good, I would be lying. Impeachment House lays out case against Trump. Like I said, BBC has news on that. Prosecutors request arrest warrant for Kyle Rittenhouse after allegedly, wait for it, violation of bond of two teens charged with killing two people during protest. That's it, man. Word of mouth, who's what, what's what, mass. And like I said, politically, you want to draw your attention away from specific things, which is supplying those that hasn't done anything like a protest and hasn't done anything of that nature because they knew, like I said, some things are being staged. Listen, the word is freedom of speech. Now, freedom of speech, media can twist this and bend it however they want, and so can humans. Like I said, I don't sit down with these media platforms. I got a nigga-cratic platform, Moontaking.inc. Enterprise. Man. As U.S. News Canadian designates far-right Proud Boys a terrorist entity. Now, if you want to call that, you got to call every other group that, because you have the freedom to establish tribes underneath one nation. But like I said, you can twist it and turn it however you want. U.S. knows. It's beautiful. Because like I said, you did every executive order except the final executive order, which is, like I said, you haven't really done anything for like I said, the situation at hand. I believe you're waiting, Biden, and so should everyone else. Because everyone else went on ahead and decided to go against the fact that I won the nigga-cratic president. I mean, I won as a nigga-cratic president. But, like I said, unlimited numbers, ideas, and craftiness. So continue. I'm grateful for it all. Tuberville. No comment on majority. Majoring. Taylor Green because of bad weather. Listen, man, you can claim whatever you want on the weather, But if appointments is appointments, and like I said, the pandemic can alter everything. So expect altered appointments. Expect some to show and some not. Democrats push forward with 1.9 trillion COVID. Listen, the way I'm looking at it, you need to change the numbers around. The one should probably be behind the 9. It should be $9.1 trillion if you want to get to where you're trying to get to, which is establishing what you want to establish. But from the looks of things, oh man, like I said, you want a price for this thing, you gotta tally up everything. And you're gonna need about 10 plus trillion dollars. Achieving health equity for all kids. Now this is a beautiful thing. So salute to that. Because like I said, you're gonna need 9 trillion or 10 because you have to supply the fact that these, like I said, these laptops and situations, man, internet access to rural areas, stay-at-home orders and sustainability, workers in the field, farms, steel mills, and industrial atmospheres. But Biden would like to go with energy and energy. I think he crashed with like more sustainability and this dying economy. Looking at the stock market, it's below double-digit numbers. I mean, not just 10; it's below tens. Man, they say safe is not school. Schools is not safe. As moving the goalposts of COVID has now increased. Like I said, man, COVID is running rapidly. Biden wants to kind of get rid of so many nurses because they're getting that OT. He ain't feeling it. He's not feeling it. And like I said, I need more nurses on the front line. It's college football. They're signing new trackers, live updates, webinars hosted on the web, how the pandemic is impacting everyone. News 6 hosts real talk, obstacles, and opportunities at Town Hall. Well, I don't want to talk about the opportunities. I'd rather go deep into them and establish them, which is more industrial companies. Or take the companies we already have and establish a well-round of numerous population to employ. Because as sad as it is, the industry of the United States is suffering more than it has in the first U.S. recession. Only difference is, like I said, man, Tampa Bay, Rays, News and Links, Chris Anchors comes home Sacramento County sees decline in testing results. Like I said, man, does the test qualify you for every disease? That's a good question. Just, I'm figuring it's a mutatable. So it starts, like they said, with minor symptoms and slowly increases. And over time, kaboom. Buttigieg says transportation department will push bold thinking. Salute to him being in charge of transportation now. It's no longer a mayor anymore. He's moving on up the political platforms. Announces 2021 best hotels rankings, press rooms, U.S. News. As UK says, new studies about the variants are being delayed, and they're looking forward to the second shot. It's getting cutthroat, man. From country to country, Microsoft backs Australia plan to make Google pay for news. Listen, man, if that's the route that you're trying to go in and you're trying to suppress the news from the worldwide, I wouldn't go that route. Like I said, industries, gotta bring them back. But if you don't want to bring them back, which I definitely think that you don't. So, the thing I can say is, bundle up. That being said, peace. I gotta go.